All right, we're going to start the glue up process now on this crutch. And I want to show you a couple of little things. If you look at how this, there was a lot of work done. Hey Dan, a lot of work done to this engine bearer to get it to this state. So I'll give you a close up here. First, we routed the groove in here. Then I lowered the tank or raised the tank 1/16 of an inch because we're going to put engine pads on this, and that raises it or lowers it another 3/16. So we got 3/16 of an inch between here and there. We can raise the tank so that when the airplane runs fat upside down or lean upside down, we can fatten it up. We can raise the tank up. So I hope that answers any kind of weird questions you may or may not have in this. But we need to put this crutch together square and get the bulkheads glued on correctly. That way. I could lower that maybe just a little. Yeah, this needs to get lowered just a little. Of course, I don't know. Raise the tank. I just don't want to have any problems when I put this thing together. So let's lower that hole before I glue it. That'll give a little room for tank shim. Okay, I've got that hole elongated. Hey, Tony, I got your letter. We'll look into that. There we go. So now we got a straight shot. That's good. Okay, so let's mix up some epoxy. If I can find it. Then I put it, hang it back up. I did. See, I need to pick up my epoxy mixing station, which is a Model Aviation magazine. Thank you, AMA, for sending me a tool every month, because that's exactly what it's good for. Yep. Let's see here. We need some stick. I tell you, I got some popsicle sticks from Lowe's. Don't buy them from Lowe's. They're way too expensive. Of course, I don't remember. I think Walmart was only $1 something. This was $4 something for sticks. Get 100 sticks for $4. It's like 4 cents a piece. I don't know. And everybody's crazy. Price everything is nuts. What's the story here? What's the deal? The boogers got in there. Put all the shit away. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. Now this is one area you really don't want to skimp on epoxy, and this takes a couple glue ups because you don't want to glue everything all at once and then miss clamping something. Should have this ready to go. Should have had it ready to go. Didn't. I don't think that's going to be enough epoxy. Oh, yeah, there's more. Remember, you need a good glue joint on this because this is what holds your airplane together. About one of the only spots I don't skimp on the glue. You know what? Let's get that glued too. Come on, get in there. God damn. There we go. Okay, this one goes here. Okay. Where's the other one? Shit. Now I've lost the firewall. Oh, there it is. This one goes there. There we go. Okay, I have to wait for this to dry, and then we'll move on to the second piece, or third, or whatever it's at. Well, unfortunately, tonight I'm not going to be able to finish this because I got to take it back to the garage and drill the motor mount holes. I mean, I could drill it with a hand drill, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to drill it with my drill press. So this video will not be that long. It'll be just the setup and the glue of this crutch, and we'll get the phenolic mounts glued on. That works good. Yeah, starting to dry. You guys don't want to see this shit anyway. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. But this is on a fuselage. This is where you start. You can cut the sides and do all that stuff. But this is the starting point of your airplane. I mean, actually, this should probably be done before the wing. But I built so many airplanes, I can build any part and end up where I want to be. I can build a wheel pant and end up with an airplane. But this is actually where the airplane starts, right here. We should be finishing come Christmas time, I would imagine. And I'm going to spend a lot more time finishing this one than I did the rest of them. We're going to spend a lot of time sanding. You guys like my sanding videos, so you're going to get a bunch of them. Okay, just for the hell of it. I believe I'm over 500. I don't build as much as I used to when I was a kid. I really cranked them out. That includes half A's too, though. I know that I'm well over 100 big stunt planes. Smoothies, Thunderbirds, Cougars, Mustangs, Vipers, whatever. I mean, well, I am an addictive personality. I'm a recovering alcoholic, 33 years clean and sober, and this takes the place of me drinking. Vital weight of that wing was 15 and a half ounces, all covered, ready to go. Covered and 6 coats of dope on it, 15 and a half. Okay, I think this is set now. Set good enough. So now, because I changed things up on that, we need to cut a new filler for up here, which we'll cut out of this. Yep, I'm a friend of Bill W., that's for sure. And if you got to ask, there's no need to tell you. There it is. There it is. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Now you'd like for all these fits to be perfect, so cut them big and sand them. Oh yeah, I'd love to have all the money I spent on drinking back. Looks like I might have a problem there. Problem no more. Problem no more. I've drank away a couple motorcycles, several cars, a house. Okay, so we want to sand it. I want a perfect fit on this. Man, that's a long ways off. But if I cut it, I'm afraid. We'll try it. See if I can cut just a sliver off of it. Ouch, bitch. Let's see. Is it 33 or 34? It's going on 34. Wait a minute. June 11th, 91 to June 11th, 25 is 34. So on the 11th of June, which is Dr. Bob's birthday as well, which I didn't know at the time, it'll be 34 years. There it is. Nice, perfect fit. That ain't square. What's the story? Guess we can sand it. You know, one thing I didn't do when I was in Ohio was go to Akron and see the original starting place. I should have. bitch. Yeah, well, we'll just sand a little bit off. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to the sander for a second. No, I don't do too many meetings anymore. Okay, now it's perfect. I'm online. Uh, okay, so now we got that. Give me one more second. There's this like a 64 sticking up here. I'm just gonna buzz this on the disc sander here, knock it down. There's as much work goes into this crutch as there does to build an elevator stabilizer. So it's just a little bit, it'll be fine. So we need to cut a piece of 64. Yep, that'll do it. And this is going to go to right here. You guys know this plywood's $50 a sheet? $50 a sheet. Why wasn't that? Where is my top cap? Right there. Okay, let's do what piece next? This piece? Yep. This piece next. Okay, mix up some more glue. I didn't get my free Harbor Freight gift today. Oh well. They'll have some more junk for sale here shortly. So this engine crutch, for an ounce, you do have to work for it. It ain't free. I mean, like I say, it's quite a bit of work as compared to just gluing a couple of sticks together and smashing some 1/2 inch in between it, but I think it's worth it. And I've never had one fail. Never. Nothing. No vibration. None of that shit. So anybody says, you got to have half by half. No, you're crazy. I would suggest you don't drill holes in them. If you're drilling holes, you're asking for a problem. They'll probably break, crack, whatever. I'm not going to be able to get the top glued on it either, because I'm going to take it out in the garage and do the drill press deal. So that'll have to be another day, another video. Now, another thing you can do in order to get some more glue purchase on this is to take that, and I might do that on this one, is take it over the bandsaw and cut every 1/8 inch, 32nd of an inch slots going down. That gives you more glue area to lock up that nose, and I probably will do that. I'll show you how to do that. I mean, it ain't no big deal. Just go on down the way. So what we need to do is start cutting the phenolic. Now this phenolic glues exceptionally well to wood because it's a resin base. So I want to put this on here. I might add some more there. Add an 1/8 into that. Or should I cut it back? I'll go down there. Let's see what happens. Nope. Add an 1/8. Add an 1/8. Things that make you go, Yep. Add an 8. Kind of missed there. Oh well, no biggie. No big deal. Remember, if it ain't touching it, you don't need it. So we got to make sure everything touches. And the bad thing is, if I sat here and did this, I could have this fuselage done tonight. That's sad. Should have known, but too late. The glue dried. Only needs to be off 1/1000th of an inch for things to screw up. Make sure it's going to work. Much better. Bitch. Looks like it's time for new glue tomorrow. I got to ship an engine off tomorrow anyway. Okay, let's see where we're at here. God, just a couple thousandths. Yeah, we got 15 minutes. We'll get this crutch done. That amount of time. Okay. Cut some more. really being too particular, you know. Yeah, they're just heavy, that's all. Just being too particular, I guess. Here we go. That looks right. Is it? Yep. Okay, that one's right. Where's my scale? So this is upside down. It needs to go that way. Yep. We got it. Make sure this one's squaring out. I don't know why I can't get the platters out of my head. Oh, damn. I didn't compensate for that. Well, it won't hurt anything. It won't hurt anything. Before coming on, I put this back on the router table and routed that lip off. And I didn't account for when I cut this. The correct way would be to make a new one of these, but I'm just going to add a 16th to the bottom of it. Actually, it's more like 3/32. Or I guess the right way would be to push it all the way down so the plywood's on it and sand off this 3/32 off the top and add a piece. Oh, I put the cap. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. So it'll be plywood. Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Yep, it's off an 1/8 of an inch. So that 1/8 of an inch right there will mean that I'll have to put the plywood on top of that, which will be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Compromise or make a new one. I think we'll just compromise. Let me cut this off. I need 2 of these. Boy, I'm not like sure it's hard on the jigsaw. Okay, we got one done. Let's see if it's the same length on both sides. Should be close. Yep. Okay, let's cut another one. Back in the 90s, one of the Vipers I built had a 3/8 by half phenolic beam motor mount on it. And then I deemed that was just too heavy. Too much. Actually, I need to cut that little bit off of there. How am I going to machine that off of there? The little titty on there that needs to come off. I guess we can try to do it with a Dremel. This ain't no good for it. So let's try a different bit. No good. How about this one? Probably not, but we'll try it. That's it. Could go for a little bit more. Yep, trying to take too much care in this. But I did already make up my mind I was going to do that. That's right. There we go. That's perfect. And now this is short. Shit, I have to cut a new piece of this. I can't win. I put it back there. It's 1/8 short. I put it forward. It's 1/8 short. I don't want to short the nose by 1/8. Okay. Got a new one. Like cutting cardboard. Yeah, that's too long. And I can't win. Better too long than too short, though. Okay. All right, that's going to work. So now we'll glue in the F1 and let it dry. I mean, it's moving pretty slow, but it's coming along. Let's make sure this is right. Yeah. I guess what I could do is at the end of this hour, which is in a minute, I could end the stream, get this situated, go out in the garage, drill the holes, come back in, and come on around or after dinner and rock and roll with this. Because once this is done, the fuselage falls together. It just bang, 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 and you're done. But this little nipper right here weighs, remember these normally weigh 3 ounces. That's 1.5 ounce. So we've cut the weight in half. We'll add the bulkheads. And the floor. And the, where the hell's the topper? There's the topper. Okay, this whole thing weighs 2.3 ounces. Let's add the pads. We'll even add the motor pads. 2.45 ounces for everything. So we've cut damn near 2 ounces off the airplane just by building this crutch. But it is a lot of work. So if you're not into tedious fiddling, it probably ain't worth doing. But if you're into getting every ounce off the nose of the airplane, including carbon fiber tanks, this is worth doing. But you have to be able to build the tail super light. Because we push our tank all the way back to the firewall, which moves the center of gravity back, and I move the engine back 3/4 of an inch with a 3/4 inch extension. So the nose is the same length, but everything's shifted back. So you got to be able to build light and finish light. Why finish light? Because the second heaviest thing on the airplane is the paint. All right. I'll be back later on. We'll see you then. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.